Hello, everybody. How is it going? GM, or good evening, whatever time of day it might be for you. So, we are going to get things kicked off. We have actually an extra special episode of the Wall TV today. I know we didn't catch you guys last week. Don't worry, we're bringing in some heat this week. So, if you guys had checked out what actually went on the day of the Wall TV last week, you would all see that something very special happened, and that was the release of Ally Pass. So I hope all of you have had your opportunity to go and get your Ally Pass started, claim your muffin, be able to actually exchange some of your tickets for XP. I know I have. I didn't get as much as I would have wished to, but that's okay because it's the journey, not the destination, right? It just means I have a long journey ahead of me. But we'll jump into that. Don't worry. I do actually want to go over today's episode and talk a little bit as well about what we're going to be going over because this is, for me personally, I am not an expert on Ally Pass. I have done a lot of dabbling in the Earn Alliance ecosystem. Of course, I do a lot of content for the Earn Alliance team, but when it comes down to some of the tech, some of the features and the platform, I by no means am the most expert on it. So what I like to do is I actually like to go and get the experts to come and teach me, give me all the advice and all the insight, and of course, share it with all of you at the same time. And that's exactly what this episode's going to do. So I have pulled out one of the it's just the absolute giga brains of Earn Alliance, who works on a lot of things in the background to kind of talk us through Earn Alliance's Ally Pass, go over maybe a few things, some features, and some special aspects of it that we might not have caught the first time through, and of course, show off all of his goodies. So if you guys haven't yet, and of course, thank you for coming to hang out with me on your Thursday evening or morning, do me a solid and just make sure you drop a like on the stream post and give us a repost so that we can get some more eyes on this. And then while you're there, feel free to say hi in the chat. Of course, I always check it. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask me or Daniel, make sure to throw it in the chat. And then from that point onward, I'm going to stop talking because I want to introduce our guest of the day, none other than Daniel Vickland, one of our lead engineers at Earn Alliance. So, Daniel, I'm bringing you up. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Good evening for you, because I know you are on the same side of the planet as me. How's the day been so far? How's your Thursday?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, good evening as well. It's been a good day. It's been a hectic week, but it's been an amazing week as well. It's been great to see all the excitement since the launch last week, and yeah, we've been working very hard to polish and fine tune to make this even better experience and feature on our site.
Can I just say before we get started, and by the way, I see all those GMs and those highs in the chat. What is up? We got Earn Alliance in there, which I know is Ellie. Ellie, good morning. I hope you're having a great Thursday. I see Lucas in there. I see Balaji, and I also see Edson. And I see God Parm. You got a lot of tags in your name, but I believe you're Owolingo. Hello, GM. I hope you're having a great day. But Daniel, I really wanted to say, I know last week we actually got off to a bit of a bumpy start with Ally Pass, and those kind of things can definitely, they can shake people up. So I wanted to ask you, but before I ask you, I wanted to say, shout out, you guys. Got that fixed in record time. The team brought that back together. It was actually not even that bad, and people were up and running and being able to use their Ally Pass right away. So definitely a clap from me, and I'm sure everyone else in the community. You guys did a good job working out those kinks. But I wanted to ask you about that. When that happened, how were you feeling? Of course, it was probably stressful, but like, what was that? What was up with that? What came to mind, and how did you guys deal with it so quickly?
I mean, yeah, we were all the entire engineering team. We're just on a call together, and we started. You have to just take one thing at a time, try to break it down, and fix it as soon as possible. Now we saw that it was essentially a traffic load, and that's very difficult to test in advance, right? So we eventually did make the decision to just let's put a hold on it, and let's make sure that we can fix the major issues that we saw, open it up again, and then we didn't have the same blockers. And I think we were all up to way past midnight working and monitoring, and it just felt really good to be able to get it back on the launch day, and so we didn't have to postpone it for another day. That was what everybody was just working to get done.
Yes. Once again, you guys did great. For anyone who's in the chat, you guys make sure you show Daniel some love. Those guys were up working well past midnight to work out any of those kinks. And of course, it was a traffic issue because tons of people showed up. Ally Pass was something that we were talking about for a long time. We were talking about this exciting season 2 and how much people wanted to come and be a part of it because it was significantly more engaging than our season 1, at least in my personal opinion. And I know we got a bit of things we're talking about where this is Ally Pass Season 1, yet it's technically Token Airdrop Season 2. Whatever you want to call it is Ally Pass. It's another opportunity to get Ally Token. And I know a lot of people were very see Gaspo in there. Sorry, he's making me laugh. A lot of people were really excited for it, and I don't think that you guys disappointed. So, everyone in the chat, make sure you show some love to Daniel and the rest of the engineering team. These guys are the ones that made this happen. They're the backbone. So I want to make sure you guys get some love. And I see Gaspo in there. Hello, good sir. Yes, my hotel touring arc has come to a close, but sir, it has only just begun. This background is in for a lot of changes, but that'll be an announcement for another day. So, Daniel, I have not had a chance to have you on any real content before, but you and I have had a lot of time to talk. I love chatting with you, by the way, and I know that you are a hardcore gamer. I will never forget you throwing down in the gauntlet when I was in Singapore with the team and putting in some work on CS and all the games we were playing. So I'm just really excited to have you here for this episode to kind of walk us through Ally Pass, talk to us a little bit. I got some questions I want to ask you, maybe around like the inspiration for the functions and the design. And if I ask anything that might not be entirely in your area of expertise, but you have an opinion on it, don't feel shy. This is very much an area where we can just chat about it. So, and if you don't know, if I ask you a question that's just completely out of left field, feel free to tell me. I do that sometimes, but I want to jump into this. I want to talk about Ally Pass. And to get things started, let me share my screen here really quick because I have just started with my Ally Pass. So I'm going to jump on over to it. And I think I'm going to just tell you what I see here and then maybe ask a couple of questions. And then I'll hand it over to you to talk a little bit here, Daniel. So I am a gamer. I am no stranger to battle passes, and despite the names always having a nice little twist to them, that is essentially what this is, right? So I see a battle pass, I see a journey of levels that I can go through, I see tons of rewards. Actually, this feels very similar to some of the battle passes that I have been doing in games like Wuthering Waves, where you have some standard rewards on top. This is your free rewards, and then you have your really juicy rewards down below, which of course you got to show us, right? So you know what we might be missing out on if we don't pick up the premium pass. And then underneath that, we've got some missions that we can complete to kind of bring ourselves along, level ourselves up, and get the rewards. So when it comes down to this, I want to ask you a real quick question, Daniel. Was there any inspiration behind this as far as like the design goes or the function? Because I know there's plenty of different kinds of battle passes out there. So why did you guys choose to go with this system? Is there anything in particular? What's the reasoning behind it?
Well, I think there are a few things that plays a part. And I mean, to start with, we were looking for something to really help people understand what it is, what you can do on our site. And that has been a difficult part because you go to the wall and yeah, you can scroll, but you don't really know what else there is. And there are a lot of missions under various collections and badges, but there's not one place you can go and find these things or get a list of things you can do. And then, of course, we always have the things that gamers are interested in terms of incentives and rewards and stuff like that. Gamify it. So I think those things are the major parts that made us go for the Battle Pass system. It worked very well with this sort of daily mission system, and as well as introducing the XP and no longer have the upgrade tickets, which I also think is way more familiar to gamers. And then, of course, what is around the corner with the Magic Muffins, which made it just so much greater.
I got to agree. The muffins. Now, my muffin, although I don't have a lot, I love my muffin. I just want to show it off really quick. I got the Whizzle Hack right off the bat. It's my first one. If I have to go for a 1-star face, I love this one. I'm not even a magic user, but I just love the glowing eyes. It just feels so crypto to me. So I'm like, I really, really like the Whizzle Hack. It's so good. You mentioned a couple of things. I wanted to ask something. these missions. So these, I know at the moment they're all daily missions. As you can see here, I've only completed 2 of 10, better than 0 of 10. But some of these are actually, there's a variety of different mission types in here, right? So I was going to ask you a question about this as well. When it comes down to these daily missions, I you had touched on it a little bit. There's a lot of things to do on Earn Alliance, right? But of those lot of things that people can do on Earn Alliance, what is kind of the method to the madness when putting these missions together, right? Do you guys try to have a blend of like very simple, easy missions, and do they grade up? And then you have some missions such as the 110 XP one here that are like significantly more time consuming or challenging. Like, what's kind of the system here that you guys were trying to accomplish with this? And has it been successful so far? Do you have any? I'm sure we have a lot of data. I'm sure people have been completing them. So just wanted to kind of get your thoughts and insight on this.
So the main thing that we're discussing when creating these random mission lists is we wanted to avoid people getting just 10 follow on Twitter or follow on X missions. So we wanted to have a spread of different types of missions, and both easy and hard, preferably. So we try to bucket these mission types and draw a few from each bucket. But then ultimately, if some user is very active, then we have to fill up from other buckets as well. And the missions that we do have now, since most of them are still coming from our badge and collection campaigns, which means that missions that made sense when you were looking at it on a badge page, where there was one mission to maybe create an account, and then another mission to download game, and a third mission to reach level 10. All of a sudden, it doesn't really make as much sense if you get all the reach level 10 before you get the account mission. So these are things trying to sort of balance out to make it a better experience, maybe create them in order. But I think it's also about us trying to create these missions with this new format in mind, so that they are easier to understand, follow, and complete.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, I went through it. I did some of the very simple ones, like follow on X. I think I've actually already followed both of these, but then there's some other ones like retweeting as well. I would like to be able to try some of the more challenging ones. Like one of them we had here, I believe it was for One Tap, and it's a game I do actually like. This one's really cool, by the way. I love this one. You guys do more like this, where it's like play a game and get a kill using a shotgun in quick play mode. This is super cool for me.
This is actually so that's another type of mission. It doesn't come from a badge. It's actually from our challenge page, right? So
yeah. Because if you go to it, you see here, you get thrown right into the challenges, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, this is super cool.
So I think this is something that I think we'll try to show to other games, that this is a much better experience now being part of the daily mission pool. So we hopefully can see much more of these challenges type missions.
Yeah, no, I agree. I see somebody in the chat mentions, and I mean, this is a subjective opinion, right? They mentioned that they don't like the fact that there is a referral request up to 10 times a day, which can pop many days. Now, I have a feeling this is probably somebody who's a power user, right? I think inevitably, guys, and I don't know, Daniel, if you have any thoughts on this, but I've played a lot of games, and tons of battle passes exist in games these days, especially free-to-play games, right? So I will say that when it comes down to certain things, games have, and platforms such as Earn Alliance, they have priorities, right? We have objectives, and we want to focus on things like engagement, retention, and then a big key point of that is growth. So one thing you got to keep in mind is, of course, there's going to be some mutually beneficial things in there where we have growth focused missions that kind of push our user base to potentially do things that help us grow as an ecosystem. And then, of course, you get the points back for it. But I was going to mention this. So this is the one point. I've played a lot of battle passes. You don't have to be a completionist. You do not have to complete every mission every day all the time. If you don't have somebody to refer and you don't get that absolute perfect day, it's all right. Trust me, it is okay. There is 60 levels in it. You have 85 days left to get those 60 levels. I guarantee you guys will have no problem with it. Daniel, I don't know if you have any thoughts on battle passes and like recurring missions and stuff, but that's kind of my take on it. And once again, you guys, you don't have to complete every mission every day. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right there. This is sort of us trying to make sure that if someone actually does this, get 10 referrals in a day, that you are rewarded for it.
Hmm.
So we don't want to put a low limit to it.
Hmm.
Um, at the same time, I will say that even if you don't see that mission there, like you do an invite, you're gonna get XP as well,
Yeah.
even if it's not your day. And maybe this is also an educational thing that the messaging on that part is not clear.
Hmm.
But this is, I think, it's also a sort of not to overwhelm our users with too much information and
Hmm.
just make it as simple as possible to get into it, and then hopefully people will learn how it works as they keep on playing it.
Yeah, no, completely agree with that. By the way, I see Paid to Rock. She mentions Daniel is in the house. So if you don't know, by the way, Daniel, that is none other than Kimberly.
I
GM Kimberly, I hope you're having a great early day. I know it's first thing in the morning. Hopefully you have your coffee. We are talking all about Ally Pass today, which I know you absolutely love. And we even got a treat in a little bit here. I'm going to be digging into Daniel's account, the whale that he is, and we're going to do a bit of muffin customization. So I'm excited for you to show off all your goodies here, Daniel. Um, and Aurelian, totally, totally get your sentiment, by the way. I see your messages. We're very stringent on exploitation and people who are trying to do things like making sub accounts. Now, of course, nothing's perfect in the world, but I guarantee you we are being very strict on it. And we will do our audits before we do any distributions later on. But ultimately, there's only so much we can do. It's not a perfect world. Some people will go out of their way to potentially risk exploiting. And if they get caught, they'll lose it all. So just make sure that you play it fair and square and don't worry about it. We are definitely on top of it. We don't want rewards and, co-ownership of the platform going to the wrong accounts. Daniel, you guys have been really on top of the anti-exploit and the botting side of things. I know it's been pretty much a priority for the company as long as I've been around. So
Yeah, we do our best there, and of course the focus on that becomes way bigger before a big major milestone. So for example,
yeah.
before the airdrop season one was finally being distributed, we had a major overhaul of everything, and we dug deep into the things that our automated things might not have caught, but
Hmm.
just detected the patterns and tried our best really to just make sure those were prevented from claiming what's supposed to be distributed to our core community.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely do. And I know we have the same thing with here because we have a leaderboard. This is one other thing I was going to mention. This is such a good idea. People are very competitive by design. And these first two names here do not surprise me at all. As somebody who's been around in the last remains in the Earn Alliance community for a while, Scorpio and Kiesel Mix, and even Minister over here, and quite a few actually, Wiola, all OGs who have been huge supporters of the platform for a long time. Not even the platform, just all together of the community and the brand and what we're building here. So happy to see them on top. I usually see them on top in the Last Remains games too because they're very skillful and hard to beat. So every time they're in my match, I get worried.
One
Um,
thing I will say is that I'm missing from this view, and that I've actually played around a little bit myself in my local dev. We gotta put some muffin faces on that leaderboard.
yes, we do. Oh, is
Yeah,
that some alpha, Daniel? Are you giving us some alpha? We're going to see some muffin PFPs in this leaderboard?
I'm just saying it's a personal preference of mine.
Oh, well, I mean, you definitely have a lot of say in that. So we'll see. I'm definitely on your side, by the way, Daniel. We got to get the muffins in there. I see Ellie wants to be in the top 10. Ellie, we all want to be in the top 10. I'm like 22,000. But speaking of muffins, by the way, I'm not gonna push you too much because we're bringing on Coop next week, and I am going to grind him for all the muffin alpha I can because I know they're still very, very, very mysterious. But I wanted to go through the battle pass rewards a little bit with you. And I know obviously this is something that Graham has been very on top of as well. So I know you're not the one handling the economy, but I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of the structure here of the rewards. And then, of course, talk a little bit about how it works with like timing and milestones and muffins. So, of course, on the top, and I will say, you guys are quite generous with what's on top here. I think some of the really cool things that come up on top here is, of course, some of the muffins chests and even the XP boosters. You don't often see things like this that accelerate your battle pass progress in the free battle pass itself. I think that's really cool, by the way, very unique element. But I'm noticing these things start off pretty simple, but you get consistent chests with some of these muffin chests, some of these, obviously, the common chests. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about these rewards. So I myself haven't gotten a chance to open a chest yet, just a gold loot box, which I'm no genius, but I can imagine what would be in a gold loot box. But Daniel, maybe talk to us a little bit about like the common chests and the muffin chests. What can people expect to open up and get from these chests as they go along?
Yeah, so a lot of these chests, or all of them, we have essentially classified all of our muffins so far in terms of common, uncommon, rare, etc. There is some seasonal, unique ones that will only appear in the first season, and there's also the same sort of classification when it comes to equipment, clothing, toppings, flavors, and even backgrounds. So these things have been also by Graham carefully grouped. So each
Mhm.
chest will have a few separate random draws from the different sub pools in set. Now I'm coming an engineer here, but yeah, these are essentially drawing from the available things. It's a little bit randomized, but the higher rarity of the chest, the bigger the chance of you getting something from the more exclusive drops.
Yeah, for sure. And then we have some special drops like Pumper Tick here, Biscuit Bandit. Now, when these pop up, these aren't 100% guaranteed, are they? Or are they guaranteed? Like, I will 100% get, I will 100% get Biscuit Bandit here when I get to level 15. Is that how it works?
Yes, for those that you see the face, the
Mm,
character is guaranteed. I will say that there
okay.
is a few other drops in it as well that is
Okay.
randomized, but the character is guaranteed.
Nice, nice. And if you make it all the way through, I see these chests continue to get more and more juicy as we go along. Of course, we have Stabby, who's my personal favorite. I love panda bears for anybody who does not know. And then of course, we get to the very end here and you get some of the iconic ones such as Sir Mango himself. I am going to try to get to level 60. I think I can do it. I'm pretty consistent with battle passes. Even if I show up and do a decent amount every day, I've done the math already. I should be all right to get it because every level. Now, question here, real quick, Daniel, because I am only level 3. These levels progressively get larger and larger, right? So, right where I'm at, level 3, it's only 1148. But when I get up to like level 59 to 60, this spread is going to be a lot larger. Is that correct?
Yes, it will grow larger, but it will not be like by a huge amount. Like I wouldn't compare it to like a an MMO with like
Yeah,
level, the
of
first 10
course.
levels to this last few. It's not on that scale. It
Of
will
course.
grow a little bit, but it should not be difficult for someone who is decently active to reach level
Mhm.
60 during these 3 months.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I would hope not. I played a lot of MMOs. You start in the beginning, it's like, oh, 150 XP. You get to the end, it's like 4.6 million XP. Good luck. You'll be here for the next 3 years. So I'm
Exactly.
happy that we're not doing that same thing. All right. Well, I think when it comes to the battle pass or the ally pass, sorry, I'm going to call it the battle pass sometimes just because I have that polarized in my mind. I think I've got a pretty good idea. And Daniel, you explain it very well, by the way. So thank you. Um, I am very happy with it. I am going to do a quick summarize for everybody, just so for those of you who might potentially be watching this new now or later on in the future, this Ally Pass is essentially a unique Earn Alliance spin on the traditional gaming Battle Pass. So you show up, you're able to complete missions, you're able to, of course, convert some of your previous assets, like the upgrade tickets, into XP if you have not yet. Now, as you go along and you complete these missions every single day, you can have, of course, up to a certain amount of missions done each day. You level up, you get rewards, and these rewards help you, of course, unlock more stuff in the Earn Alliance ecosystem, such as the muffins. And, of course, this gold can be used to unlock your legendary chests, which I opened a few already. Did not get too lucky, but that's fine. And these all help contribute towards your battle pass or have some muffin goodies in them. Now, I wanted to ask you a quick question. And before we move on from the Ally Pass and start talking about muffins a little bit, maybe even do a little bit of a scroll through the wall, I want to ask you, Daniel, what is your favorite thing on the Ally Pass? You have done it for a bit. What is your absolute favorite thing on here? Is it something you're working towards later on? Is it something you've already gotten? I want to know, what is it that you really have your eye on in the Ally Pass?
Like for me, like I'm a cosmetics like in games. Like I like the outfits, the looks. Like sometimes I just go through and I start changing my avatar, change the character, change the clothes, try to fit a new combo together that looks nice. Like that's it for me. That's enough for me to enjoy it right now. And having said that, I am excited about what's around the corner, the use case of these muffins that is about to come as
Mm.
well.
That sounds like you're doing a lot of holding yourself back from saying things you shouldn't, and I know what that feels like. You guys, Daniel's too media trained. I'm not going to be able to pull it out of him. Um, good job, though. I don't expect it to be that case. So, one thing I wanted to jump into as well, I almost jumped over it, but how could I possibly? Because I haven't even got it yet, the premium pass. So, you guys just know, like in any other battle pass, you of course get all these rewards on top, and they're awesome. I do think that these rewards are very good, but if you look underneath, you get considerably more rewards. So, of course, you are getting compounding rewards. So, you get way more, at least twice as many rewards, because for every level, there is a secondary premium reward that can be unlocked. And as you can already see, these rewards are significantly more valuable. So, if you want to get yourself some of these at the moment, and I know we're going to be introducing more opportunities for you to be able to purchase this, but premium pass, like anything else, needs to be purchased. So at the moment, you can click on it and you can use fiat or you can use Matic in a crypto payment if you prefer in order to purchase it. It is currently pegged at 10 USD, which is kind of nice at times when the market is pumping. Now, of course, I know the market is in a bit of a weird place, but we have it set this way so that it's just easy to understand, right? So, whatever way you want to choose, whether it be credit card, secure credit card payment, or Matic, you're able to purchase that premium pass. Then, once you have it, you have it. There's nothing else you need to purchase. Besides, if you wanted to have a use case for your ally token, you can actually go up here and you can grab yourself an XP boost. Now, I'm definitely going to get this, but you guys will know with how many tokens I have, you'll understand why I haven't got it yet. You can go into this and you can actually pick up either a 90, 30, or 7-day XP boost. And this will cost you some ally tokens. So this is another use case for ally token. You might be considering or even thinking to yourself, okay, I have to weigh the cost of opportunity here, right? Is this XP boost worth this many ally tokens? Of course, that's up to you guys. This is not financial advice, so just make sure that you make that decision carefully. But I personally like having a use case for the ally token. Now, Daniel, I wanted to maybe ask you a little bit while we're here. This XP boost, is there anything on here that talks to us about exactly how it's weighted? Like, is it 2 times XP? Is it 3 times XP? Is this algorithm or this equation even publicly shared? What's the deets on this?
I believe I didn't. I thought it would show on that. It is 1.5, so you get
It's
50%
1.5.
more. I'm surprised it wasn't on that screen,
It's right
but
here.
it's
It's in the
right
FAQ,
there
guys.
in the FAQ. Yeah, so 1.5. And as several people have asked, you can actually buy more XP boost as well as you can get more in the Alley Pass. They
Mhm.
don't multiply, they just extend your period. So keep
Mm.
that in mind. And for those thinking that the boosted period they have actually extend the end date of the Alley Pass, don't worry, we will keep on using XP. There will be reasons to keep on gaining XPs in between season, but it will carry over even into the next season.
Ah, I see. So say you bought the 90-day, which would technically be 6 days over, and you get some Battle Pass XP boosters throughout, all of that'll stack and that'll essentially be left over that you can use later on.
Correct.
Wow, that's really cool. I like that. Yeah, that's really awesome. I never even thought about that, but definitely is a big question that probably could have came to mind here. And I'm going to do a quick look through the FAQ here because I'll be honest with you, I never look at the FAQ. So maybe we'll do a solid for everybody who also doesn't do that and take a quick look at the FAQ. So we have one which is really good. This is a great thing to have on here. What can I do with my ally token rewards? I actually want to click on this really quick. Oh my goodness, it takes us right to the tokenomics page. So this is cool. And I know, by the way, that this is consistently being updated. So you guys make sure that if you do want to, it's in the ecosystem. You can actually go to the ally token, and this will be the area where you can stay up to date with all the use cases and tokenomics for ally token. But this is important for you guys all to know because, again, Ally is going to be the fuel that powers Earn Alliance far into the future. So make sure that you understand exactly how it currently and then as it evolves in the future can be used for the ecosystem. Now, I'm very bullish on Ally. I'm sure that you are as well, Daniel. But for anybody else who's out there, just make sure you guys stay informed, right? We want to make sure that we communicate that with you. And then what happened to Airdrop Season 2? Oh, this is cool. So it just communicates because I'm sure a bunch of people have come here thinking, what is season 2, right? And this is essentially season 2. So just so you guys know, I will paraphrase it for you. You don't have to read the whole thing, but really, when it comes down to it, season 2 is Ally Pass. So the two of them go together. It is Ally Pass. This is the season 2. And if you go to the leaderboard, it specifically mentions, just give me a moment here. I have bad ping, guys. It mentions that the currency conversion, so XP will have and it's not currently communicated, of course, because we don't know, but it will have a weighted conversion into an ally token drop. So very similar to how season 1 did, where your points translated to your current or your particular allocation of ally token. Season 2 will be the same thing while giving you all these juicy rewards. So guys, I don't know how much more to potentially make you bullish on this. Again, do your own research, not financial advice, but very, very bullish on at least the non-financialized side of Ally Pass. You guys do not sleep on it. Come over here and get your missions done and make sure that you get yourself some XP for season 2. Now, I need a sip of water because I have been speaking ridiculously. But Daniel, I think next thing we're going to do here, if you are down, I've already gone through the wall, but I would love to potentially jump into your Ally or your Earn Alliance account and maybe take a look through some of the cool stuff that you've acquired for your muffin.
I mean, I gotta show it off to someone, right? So might as well be to all of these nice people.
All right, let's do it then. Feel free to share your screen and I will swap us on over. By the way, I see we got Artem. I see we got Crazy Crypto in there. GM, you guys, what's up? So Artem, by the way, while you're getting that together, he goes, will be nice to, here we go, will be nice to add badges or some kind of NFTs in the past, as it looks like all pass about muffins only. So now it doesn't look like they have much value, especially now when we don't have a game and don't know what it's for. Valid point. I mean, it's very valid. Daniel, do you know if there's any plans to throw any other goodies into some of those chests, like NFTs, etc.?
I don't know about that part actually personally. There might be. I just don't know about it. I will say the badges are still there. You find them under play and quests, and it's still it's our old mints page. So the quests you complete on the battle pass, they are still here, and I think that is another improvement that we have to work on to make this clearer. As you complete missions on the battle pass, you are qualifying for badges, and we'll make sure that that is better communicated. But they haven't gone anywhere. Maybe we can find even better uses for them in the Ally Pass later on. But absolutely.
No, that makes sense. And I also, that brings me to another point that some of these missions you complete will actually kind of have a simultaneous value to it, where some of them come with badges or potential rewards and NFTs of their own, like especially the challenges. The challenges, even though it directs you to that challenge, you have the opportunity to complete it as a free challenge or a weighted challenge and get extra rewards on top. So once again, you guys, you're not forced to purchase the premium pass, so it doesn't have to be something you pay for. And if you don't see value in it, I mean, understandable. Sometimes that's subjective, but I personally think there's a lot of value for people to come and participate if they do want to be an active user of Earn Alliance. But hey, I'll stop blabbering here, Daniel. I want to jump into this. I see you have got quite a few levels already, my man, and
I'm
you have a premium pass active.
almost at 10. Yeah, I'm premium pass, of course. Day one. So, and boosted, of course.
Wow, you are
So,
boosted and premium pass. You are literally
yeah,
a whale,
so
Daniel. I love
thinking
it.
I actually can go to the wall, yes, show, because I did sink quite a bit of my gold into the legendary chest to get some muffins, but
Nice.
I am saving a lot of gold for yet again what's to come. So just hinting there. But
Some more alpha. Okay.
why not go and buy a legendary chest and see if I get? Ooh, I got a pastry brush. I believe that's
What?
a
You got
a
another
new
one?
weapon for me. Okay, so
Oh.
now we got something new. Let's go in and play with it. So customize muffin. This is my nice little biscuit bandit avatar. And why don't we take that right away? The pastry brush and equip it. And wow, this looks.
Wait, is that a 2-star pastry brush? You just got a 2-star out of that?
Yeah.
Damn.
So this is also, and I can on that topic, these stars, the rarity, doesn't actually represent much on our site right now, but they will be more valuable for what's to come. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this is like my favorite part, just playing around with this. As you see, I have quite a bit of different characters, and each character they can randomize with different elementals. So you see I have some the same multiple times, but different environment or a different elemental. You see what it is: male,
Yeah.
barbarian, electric. I think this guy fits better into a mountain. And
Damn, you have so many here. So let me ask you, who's your favorite? I want to know your favorite, like your absolute favorite character, like the face. What's your favorite face?
I mean, this one, the M.
Yeah.
That's the one I want. When I get
The M
that,
is
I'll be
super rare, right?
I actually don't know the rarity of him, but I believe he is pretty rare.
He looks really cool. His name is extremely rare. Just the M, that's such an iconic name, and I love the shades.
And yeah, like this part, and also with these, you can download the avatar image. But my favorite, just this share button that will copy the image, and you can essentially just take. Oh yeah, that's my profile. You can take it and just paste it straight into whatever you want to share it. It's so convenient.
That's cool.
Thanks.
How does it share? Does it just share as a JPEG or as like a PNG?
It copies the content of the PNG, so it pastes it right here. It might be JPEG. I don't remember. I think we made some improvements around that part. So yeah, this is really fun, and I think we have another. If I have my daily chest now, I believe I might even some Battle Pass XP. Nice.
Oh, did you do all your quests like the one?
I leveled up. You reached level 10.
Nice. This is what I want to see. Show me it. All right, we're opening up the chest, Daniel. Get it done. Get it done.
Now let's go for the uncommon one. We go for the premium right away.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, 150 gold, 100 gold, and a shiny armor. Oh, that's also a nice one for me.
Oh, that looks so good. Shiny armor? Dude, put that on. I want to see that. That's so cool.
Before I do, here's another share. But this is actually sharing more like a text that you can share right away. So if I do this here, I think we can post this, and I believe we will
Does it
have,
embed it directly onto X?
it should, yes. There we go. So I get it. It's getting an image with all the content. So this is also one of the features I like the best.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I got DC'd for a moment. I wanted to go and check
Yeah.
it out. Daniel, while we're here, what do I have you on X? I don't know if I do. What is your tag? We gotta everybody make sure you drop Daniel a follow. This man, we need to turn him into the muffin influencer.
It's Danny Mane 84, showing my age. You can look at the a rewarding game life hashtag, and you'll find my recent post.
Nice. I will. I'll definitely check it out.
And to wrap things up from my part, let's put on my shiny armor.
I want to see it.
There we go. It didn't look so nice with Choco Chuck. Maybe Thutter Treat is better. Yeah, there we go. Some brave fruit. Yeah, this is something.
I like it. I like it a lot. I honestly do. I think it's so cool though. And like once again, I mean, the aesthetic side of it is one thing, but I think when it comes down to the practical side of it, which I know we can only talk so much about, Daniel, but there is a lot to be done on the practical side of things like your muffins. But sir, I am jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I really think that I need to shape up here, probably get the premium pass and start actually opening some stuff because I love being able to customize. I feel like such a shrimp at this point in time. I'm like a little dolphin hanging out here with a whale. Oh, I see Artem in there says he wants to be able to trade in-game parts in any way, maybe even for tokens. I have a feeling you will be able to trade all sorts of stuff, Artem. I think there will definitely be opportunities to trade. I don't think you'll have an issue with that at all. By the way, Daniel, am I frozen on your screen, good sir? I feel like I
No,
might be. Give me.
you dropped for a few seconds, but you're good now.
I'm back. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I feel like on my screen everything's frozen for me, but that is because I'm having connection issues. As long as I'm good on your screen, then that means I'm good on everybody else's screen. So I'm happy about that. But hey, sir, I am really, really, really bullish about Ally Pass. I think having you on to show off all your goodies was a great idea because now it got me wanting even more. And I could just imagine, like you said, you're at level 10. Yeah, you're at level 10. Some of these
Yeah.
people on the leaderboards have like 70,000 XP. I could just imagine how much, if I even look at that, they're practically done. They're probably at like level 50 plus at that point. That is crazy. I could just imagine how many goodies they have. Maybe they even have the M, which is what I think I'm going to try and compete with you on getting. Maybe if I can get lucky here.
The race to
But yeah,
the race to them.
the race to the M. I'll see if I can get there first. And speaking about which, so we couldn't end this off. This one, by the way, we'll be wrapping it up soon here. I appreciate your time, but we couldn't end this off without once again just a little bit of a once over on the Ally Pass, just for anybody who's still hanging around. So you guys, the Ally Pass, once again, is season 2. So if you have not yet, if you were hanging out, maybe you participated in season 1 and you've been waiting for season 2 of the Ally token airdrop, that is Ally Pass. Now, even more so than that, and I like the way that you put it, Daniel, I think it sums it up very well. The Ally Pass is that one place you can go to really get direction on the different things that you can do in the Earn Alliance platform. Earn Alliance is not just a Web3 game aggregator. Of course, they have a lot of activations with great Web3 game partners. They have the wall, they have a games directory, and they have the challenges system to be able to really stimulate and facilitate the rise of Web3 gaming in this niche market that we're in. So if you guys want to come, be a part of it, stay up to date, and support these amazing games, the Ally Pass is a great place to get started on it. You do not have to pay anything. Of course, you can get started for free. Just make sure that you're signed up on Earn Alliance with an account. Make sure that you have the right things sync to it so that we can end up recording it or at least verifying some of the missions. One of those, of course, is the Earn Alliance extension, which is a new additive that I actually had to get myself. So if you guys haven't yet, some of the missions do require an extension in order to verify it. It is a safe extension. Daniel and the team do a very good job. I know that they wouldn't give you guys anything that's easy to exploit to download, so it is safe. It doesn't have any crazy permissions. We just want to be able to read some of the history to make sure that we know that you guys are actually completing the missions. So go and do that. Then you can come, you can complete these missions, you can level up, you can get some rewards, and in the process, you can just have a great opportunity to kind of push you to go and get more engaged with the Web3 gaming ecosystem. A lot is going on in here, and even myself, I can get busy and sometimes lose track of it. But if you want to have this huge ecosystem to be able to leverage to keep yourself up to date, this is the place to do it. So can't be any more bullish on the Earn Alliance platform and Ally Pass. And if you are feeling up to it and you want to support what, of course, the Earn Alliance team is doing, highly recommend you guys pick up that premium pass. Of course, the rewards at this point in time are a little bit speculative, so not financial advice, but I think that there is a lot of opportunity there. And if you make it to the end, you'll definitely get some good stuff. So that's pretty much it from me. Daniel, I don't know if you have any closing thoughts or anything you want to say on the Ally Pass. I know you guys have been working very hard on this. Huge congrats on this big milestone launch. I hope you guys are happy and proud with the way that it's been received and so far how it's done and performed. We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, very happy with the way people have received the Ally Pass. But just know this is not, we're not done yet. We are continuing. We have a lot of exciting features coming out through the rest of the year as well. And we are looking at all the feedback to try to make the Ally Pass even better as well. So thank you all for who has participated so far.
Yeah, definitely couldn't have happened without all of you. Earn Alliance fam, you guys are great. Thank you for always showing up to the everything that we do, even on my side, all of the spaces, all of the shows, all the streams that we do. It's always nice to be able to chat with you guys, whether it be the morning, maybe sometime in the afternoon, or later on at night. I really appreciate you making the time to come and tune in and support what we are doing. So thank you all, and I hope you have the best of luck while you're opening your chest. Hopefully you get to the end before me and Daniel, but even if you don't, just know I'm going to be showing it off for you to see anyway. So thank you guys all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and make sure you guys show some love to Daniel and the team. These guys are the ones who made this happen. Without them, you would not even have a chance to sign in and complain about not getting what you wanted out of the chest. All right, everyone. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.